Now, I know it's time for the No Half Step in Hockey coverage, so let me deliver the goods. It's time for operation number 726 for the Renegades of Puck. That's right, show number 726. And at this moment in hockey history, the Nashville Predators currently find themselves in 5th place in the Central Division. They've skated in 62 games this season. That is 3 games less than the Winnipeg Jets, who are just ahead of them in the playoffs. I'll get to why that is of critical importance here in just a second. 31-24-7 is the Nashville Predators' overall record. They have 69 points on the season. On the road, their record is 15-13-4, and they will continue on the road for 2 more games on this nightmarishly long road trip. Goals for on the season, 179. Goals against, 184. That's a goal differential of -5. Now, in the Central Division, starting at the top and working our way down, the Dallas Stars continue to be in first place with 83 points. The Minnesota Wild have 81 points. They've played the same amount of games. Colorado Avalanche are in third place with 76 points. They are 7 points currently ahead of the Nashville Predators. Now, why is that spot particularly important? Because that is the third and final automatic qualifying playoff spot for the Central Division. The Winnipeg Jets are in 4th place with 75 points. They are 6 points currently ahead of the Nashville Predators. But I mentioned 3 games more played than the Nashville Predators. That means the 6-point differential plus the head-to-head matchup coming up here very shortly could work out very much in the Nashville Predators' favor. Below the Nashville Predators in 6th place, the St. Louis Blues at 61 points, then Arizona at 56, and Chicago at 49. Now, for the Nashville Predators, it's a back-to-back scenario. LA is this most current game that we're breaking down, previewing, and talking about, but they'll have to turn around and quickly head off to Anaheim to take on the Ducks. So a back-to-back to wrap up this lengthy road trip on the West Coast. After that, the Nashville Predators will be back home, and on Tuesday, they will face off against Detroit. On Thursday, they'll face off against Chicago. On the 18th, Winnipeg is in town at Bridgestone Arena. That game is going to be of significant and critical importance between the Nashville Predators and the Central Division playoff race. And on the 19th of March, the Preds are back on the road, Madison Square Garden in New York City, to face off against the New York Rangers. Now, for the Nashville Predators, their next opponent is the LA Kings. They have an overall record of 38-20-8, 84 points, has them second in the Pacific Division, tied in points with the first place Las Vegas Golden Knights, but due to tiebreakers, Kings currently sit in second on home ice. Very good record of 20 wins, 9 losses, and 2 overtime shootout losses. And we have a goal differential of +8. In their most recent stretch of hockey, well, it's a whole lot of W's in the last 5. 228-6-5 shootout win at the Winnipeg Jets. They followed that up starting the month of March on the 2nd with a 3-2 win versus the Montreal Canadiens. On the 4th of March, a 4-2 win versus the St. Louis Blues. On the 6th of March, a 4-2 win versus Washington. And most recently, a 5-2 win at the Colorado Avalanche. So they've won 5 games in a row, and they've given up 2 goals 4 games in a row. And they have played some pretty significant competition along the way as well. For the Nashville Predators and the LA Kings, it's the third and final season meeting between these Western Conference rivals. Go all the way back to October the 18th when these two teams met for the first time. It was LA scoring the 4-3 victory in the shootout. Forsberg, Glass, and Jeannot scoring the goals for the Nashville Predators. Roy had 2 goals for the Kings. Also, Velarde added a goal in that game. UC Saros took the loss 32 out of 35. The teams would meet again on the 21st of January. It would be the Nashville Predators scoring a 5-3 victory again at Bridgestone Arena. Matt Duchene, 2 goals in that game. Roger Hansen, goal and assist. UC Saros picked up the victory this time, 31 out of 34. Now, injuries will play a significant role for the Nashville Predators. Philip Forsberg has been listed as day-to-day ever since he was first injured. We are now nearing a month with him being out of the lineup. He is on the road trip, and there is always the possibility when he's listed as day-to-day that he could get back in, but I do not anticipate and I'm not planning to see Philip Forsberg in the lineup this upcoming weekend. Parsonen also still listed as day-to-day. Carrier out 3 to 5 weeks. Johansson out 3 months after having his surgery. Now, taking a look inside the rankings and numbers and the matchups between the Nashville Predators and the LA Kings, and we have plenty of sample size for the season at this point in time. Goals for the LA Kings are 11th best in the NHL, 3.35 per game, while the Nashville Predators are 25th best in the NHL, 2.84 per game. In the goals against category, the Nashville Predators ahead of the LA Kings in this metric, 12th best in the league, giving up 2.94 per game, while LA is giving up 3.30 goals per game. That is 22nd in the NHL. In the shots for category, LA leads in this metric, 32.4 per game on net. That is 11th best in the NHL, while the Predators are only generating 30.6 shots on net per game. That is 20th in the league. In the shots against category, LA, impressive 5th overall rating in the NHL, only giving up 28.2 shots per game against, while the Nashville Predators are giving up a massive 33.6 per game. That's 26th overall in the NHL. When it comes to special teams, it is the power play of the LA Kings that is significantly better than Nashville. 6th best in the league, 24.2% conversion rate. That means nearly 1 out of every 4 opportunities, or 54 out of 223 times on the season they've been on the power play, they have converted. Now, the Predators' power play, not quite as impressive. 25th in the NHL, only converting at 18.5% and really letting the team down as of late. When it comes to the penalty kill, the Nashville Predators ahead of the Kings in this particular metric. 81.3% is their kill rate, 11th overall in league. The Preds have given up 39 power play goals against on the season. The LA Kings have given up 54 power play goals against on the season and have the 23rd rated penalty kill in the entire NHL with a 75.9% kill rate. When it comes to every team in the NHL, everyone has high-scoring individual and high-skilled players. We talk about the top 5 individual scorers for each team and the goaltending matchup that we expect to see in the next game. Let's start with the home team, Los Angeles Kings, and some of these names are going to seem very familiar to Nashville Predators fans for multiple reasons, because they played for your team or because they have been constantly killing your team their entire career. Kevin Fiala, of course, former Nashville Predator, 22 goals, 46 assists, 68 points on the season, leads the LA Kings in scoring. Anze Kopitar has always had great success against the Nashville Predators, having a good season again. 25 goals, 36 assists, 61 points. That's second best on the Kings. Kempe, new in the league, or at least recently new in the league, but still having success against the Nashville Predators already. 32 goals in the season. That leads the Kings. 19 assists to add to that for 51 points. Dano at 18 and 28 for 46. And Victor Arvidsson, 18 goals, 26 assists for 44 points on the season. Copley, a record of 24 and 2, 8.99 save percentage, 2.76 goals against average. Nashville Predators, LA Kings wrap up their regular season matchup, each team securing a victory in the first 2 meetings of the season. Preds, first time and only time going off to LA this year. Kings fighting for first. Preds fighting for a rebuild. We'll see how things shake out in the first night of back-to-backs, but that has you all set up for the Nashville Predators and the LA Kings in their next game. Now, it's time to go back and take a look at the previous game. It was in Arizona. We call it the Reverse Sports Full Game Recap, and it's coming up next.